So I am in favor of banishing the practice of ugly sweaters and ugly sweater parties.
Ooh, and you're going to have 5 points for
Sure.
this? Oh my, okay.
And I adamantly disagree.
Beware, I hunger.
Ooh, so we're getting real Christmassy up in here.
Yeah, this is a Christmas special. Might need
Okay,
some
okay.
holiday spirits. To
You
get us
guys
through.
picked an interesting
We do have holiday
topic.
spirits right there.
So does the defense go first, or
No,
you
the-
would
it-
go-
I'm prosecution.
Prosecution
What is-
always goes first because here in America, the defense gets a chance to defend
Defend
themselves.
themselves. Okay, I didn't know which rules we're going by.
We don't have our gauntlet today, so I have a lightsaber. So what
I'm
is
gonna
your...
cut down whoever loses.
I will cut down that whatever offering of Christmas
But remember,
sweaters.
whoever is stricken down will become much, much more powerful.
that he could possibly.
Are you
imagine.
admitting defeat already, Jake?
No, absolutely not.
All right, what is your first point, Tom?
The first point I'm gonna say is that ugly sweaters parties and wearing them, it's kind of started as an ironic thing. So it's like, oh, we all have these ugly sweaters in our houses that
Making fun.
someone's given us, you know, we're going to just wear them out and kind of make fun of the whole ordeal, you know. So it's kind of started ironically, and now it's really mainstream. I mean, your office has an ugly sweater
That's how
day.
things go, isn't it?
And so I'm just kind of over it, you know. I think every bar in this town has had an ugly sweater party. And you know, every office, I think they talked about doing it where I work, and I said no. You can buy T-shirts with ugly sweaters printed on them. So
Which just defeats the purpose because it's not an ugly sweater at that point, right?
Right.
Okay.
So-
He's getting me going here. What is
Okay.
your
that's
defense?
my first prosecution.
So, I mean, when is it not fun to be ironic with your friends? If that's really what you came at me with, when is it not? When is it not fun
It's
to
not,
be like,
it's
hey,
not
this
ironic.
is ironic,
It's
guys.
not ironic anymore, is what I'm saying. It's
Okay,
mainstream. People
well-
are taking it serious.
Well, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with making traditions out of things that we enjoy doing? I mean, can you name?
Do you enjoy
We're
wearing
sitting here-
an ugly sweater?
Yeah, I do. It's nice. It kept me warm when I was outside.
You always complain about being hot.
Not anymore because I lost 100 pounds.
Oh, okay.
I might be dipping into one of your 5 points, but is it itchy?
But no, it really this one isn't, and I'll agree. Yes, in some points it's itchy, but that's
Ooh.
not what's being raised.
No, my first argument is that it started as an ironic thing, and now it's super mainstream, and I'm tired of it. It's everywhere. I'm tired of it.
I guess my problem is, sir, are you perhaps saying that you might be a hipster?
I've never disagreed.
But
with,
didn't this start with a hipster movement?
yeah,
Or...
yeah.
All right, so we don't have time. Let's go to
We
our
don't
first
have- we
our
don't
first
have time.
point. Ooh, I am on the fence with this.
You don't have to make a decision now. You just continue as
Right, but I'm gonna go ahead on this first one.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say for this first one, number one, and luckily you have 4 more points to make. I think that the problem that you've thrown out there, while I don't disagree, I think it's a different problem than what you're saying. I think that the issue is a different topic. The issue is that things that become ironic or are ironic and they exist for the purpose of irony, it's still ironic. Maybe there's some people out there that are making it serious, which is a little ridiculous, and I agree with that. But like, I think the issue is that I'm doing this for the sake of irony gets taken too far, which I agree, but that doesn't mean that it's the ugly sweater's fault. I don't know if that makes any damn sense or not.
Sounds like I have more condensing to do.
But I'm gonna throw this one out because I think it's a different issue than what you're saying. I think the issue is bigger than just the ugly Christmas
Thank
sweater.
you. nice to have other people that are just being reasonable. We're just trying to be reasonable over here. We're just reasonable.
This is ridiculous. Well, okay. So point number 2.
My second point, I wish I would have remembered that this was a 5-point system, so I would have wrote them down.
Sorry.
But anyway, my second point is going to be, how much that sweater cost you?
Ooh.
If you don't mind me
Oh,
asking.
are we cross-examination? Right
Yes.
now?
If you don't mind me
So,
asking.
I'll
so
allow
this is
it.
$20 sweater.
$20. Okay. So everybody's buying. Everyone's going to one of these parties, right? Everyone goes to at least one ugly sweater party.
Apparently not you.
And a lot of people like to have different clothes for each party. So I would say that you're spending more money on this. You know, you're feeding into the consumerism of Christmas. Is what I'm saying. You're kind of getting away from what Christmas is about.
Expensive.
And also, yeah, expensive and the consumerism. That's kind of what I'm heading at. Is like, Christmas is super commercialized.
Oh, of course.
I'm thinking about Charlie Brown and his Christmas tree, you know. Basically, you're buying into these sweaters things, you're buying more stuff that you don't need, and you're forgetting what Christmas is about, is what I'm saying.
Ooh, good luck.
So I think there's a big difference. And I have a question, actually, before I make my point. How much was your shirt?
This one here?
Yeah.
He's gonna lie.
Yeah, he's getting ready to lie.
So-
this is where
this
lawyers
was
lie.
this was a combo pack.
Okay.
This one was $20. It also came with a onesie that matched my son.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's cute. You're gonna play into the character, which I might strike that for playing into character. But
I'm the judge, Jake.
I'll ask that you strike that as he brought into character. If this is any sort of real court, not a farce.
Very similar.
I'll be the judge.
But you get my point. There is how much.
Yes.
How much does any shirt cost? I just said this
yes.
is $20. That's a bargain, if anything. $20. Can you go to the store and find a $20 shirt?
I'm not
Being a
arguing
fat
about.
man.
I'm not arguing about wearing the shirt. It's the reason you're wearing the shirt.
Now.
You bought the shirt
Now,
for Christmas.
okay. Now we're
You're gonna wear it next month.
I get it.
I feel like
get
you
what
made
you're
2
saying.
points in one, but okay.
However,
I'm with it.
you're saying that buys into the commercialism, and the only reason I bought this is, per your argument, is because I wanted to help try to spend money on Christmas and throw more money into the monster. Now, I'll disagree.
I don't think you
I bought
wanted
this
to, but
because
you did.
no, I went out and I said, "Oh, the shirt looks awesome. I want to buy that because I love Christmas. I love Christmas time, and it makes me happy, and it makes me happy to give." In fact, this year, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything.
In fact, this
this
is I
is-
got you, Tommy.
Cry, and that's what the sentence is. In fact, this is probably the most charitable I've ever been in my entire life, is this Christmas. And so, I don't know, I really like Christmas time, and that it brings that out of me. And I never really do that. So, I guess seeing this shirt was one of those things.
So, well done, but that was a bit manipulative, I gotta say.
Oh, no, it's
because you make it sound as if, to me, it made it sound like as if Christmas is in trouble financially if he doesn't buy a Christmas sweater. That's how it almost came off. But other than that, I get what you're saying, but I gotta come from a little bit of a different standpoint than either of you on this one. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a Target or a Walmart or a more expensive store than that and have seen these kind of things. And you go to like Hot Topic, Spencer's, or wherever, and you see just really ridiculous over-the-top ones. And you look at the price tag, and I'm impressed that that's only $20, honestly. But some of these other ones out there, that's only $20 because it's gotten so over the top with like brands, and like there's the Venom Christmas sweater, and there's Star Wars Christmas sweater, and there's
I didn't
like,
know there was a Venom Christmas
yeah,
sweater.
and there's like
I might have to go buy a point for me.
and there's like the Santa Claus and his ho ho ho's Christmas sweater. I mean, and for those reasons, I think for this one I gotta side with Tom. So we're dead even at 2. So what is third?
My
offering?
third point.
Third offering.
I'm glad you brought up all the different varieties there are, because somebody's got to be manufacturing these things. So I mean, with the demand of Christmas sweaters going up, also is the demand for manufacture. So you know they're not making them here in America. I bet the one you have on your
gosh,
back
he is
says
going there.
made in China.
Pennies
Pennies on the dollar.
For authenticity, go ahead and look at it. Does it say made in China?
100% acrylic exclusive.
Made in China.
Made in China.
So there's some poor folks in China working pretty hard, I imagine, to make those textiles, those sweet textiles you're wearing everywhere.
It's only the third offering, and we're getting kind of dirty here.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, with the demand, just like anything, but Christmas sweaters adding something pretty unnecessary to make those people work in those sweatshops.
So
you dropped the sweatshops word.
okay, you're good.
Sure.
So what you're saying is you hate capitalism. Right?
Oh man,
That's what you just said.
I don't think I'm qualified for this.
Like, in a nutshell, you said that we should cut back on commercialism for Christmas, which is just makes our economy what it is, the most thriving economy we've ever, seen in ever, I think, right now. And you don't like that, and you also don't like capitalism. It's just I don't know how much further I can go in without, I don't know, making myself mad.
I mean, and they could have paid like a fair wage to those people making those things in China, and you would have had to maybe pay $40 for your sweatshirt. You know,
Can we put a BS meter on like either side of you?
it'd be full. It would be full.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I
lawyers
know,
don't argue
you.
for things they agree upon. They
right.
argue to win.
argue in the way. Yeah.
I feel like you, if you weren't just sitting on that side right now, would be agreeing with me, especially on this point right now, because the Tommy I know doesn't give a crap about immigrants or about
No, they're not immigrants. Whoa.
Time out.
Doesn't give a crap about people that live in another country. That made it better.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
I don't think it did.
Object.
That's
Order.
That's
Order here in the court.
attacking my character.
But I mean,
Slander. All right, I'm gonna.
all right.
He's
I'll
gonna
read
rule.
one more time. I'll say this a really nice way, and I'll be PC.
Can't get it back.
Tommy doesn't care if 4-year-olds work in sweatshops. Okay,
I don't think that's better either.
I don't think I said that ever in my life.
I can't get this back. I'm gonna take a bye on this one, and I'd like to move on quickly.
All right. Point number 4.
move on.
Never happened. I'd
like to move on quickly.
We'll come back, hopefully, and be better
Okay,
about
grasping-
that. Number 4, offering
Sure.
number 4.
A lot of these sweatshirts. I almost said sweatshop.
I was worried.
A lot of these sweatshirts. I was just gonna keep going.
Sweatshops.
Oh my god.
A lot of these sweatshirts are found. A lot of people find them in thrift shops. They buy them up and wear them out, and they're again, hey, look at my ugly sweater. It's so ugly. A lot of those in the thrift shop could have been made by someone's grandma, someone's aunt,
Oh, that would save money too, huh?
and so you're just like calling their work ugly. Like, what if I was like, I don't want this sweatshirt, it's ugly, and I give it to a thrift shop, and someone buys it ironically and goes to a party my grandma's at, and is like, look at this ugly sweater I found, and she's like, I knitted that. Just crying. So you have the potential of hurting someone's feelings pretty hardcore
Grandma.
with these ugly sweaters that people have been wearing for years without unironically wearing.
Well, here's the problem: is your first point was you were saying it was ironic, and then it became unironic. Who's at fault if they sell their grandma's sweater that that their grandma knitted for them, like, and then somebody else wears it? I don't think that's even if your grandma's there. I don't know. It's just at least it's being worn by someone and being appreciated by someone.
Not being appreciated. It's being worn as a mockery.
Yeah, but you opened that up for Christmas in the first place, and like, do you really appreciate that?
I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm not hurting my grandma's feelings. I'm saying my grandma's feelings going to be hurt doubly because I don't want to wear it, and someone else is wearing it unironically.
I don't think I could be a judge for real.
Ironically.
This is hard.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying there, but that seems like just the smallest, most minute case.
Jake thinks grandma's feelings are small.
Okay. So I've made a decision as the judge. I'm giving the sweatshop point to Tom, and I'm giving the grandma point to Jake. So we're dead even, and I can't believe we've come this far over
He's like, I can't believe
ugly Christmas sweater.
All right.
So, final point, Tom,
You're gonna make me go to the final one.
for all the marbles.
Final point.
He doesn't have
I
one.
don't. I absolutely don't. Nope. I had the first 2 points. The other 2 have been grasping at straws. I don't like them. They're ugly. I don't like them. Personally, I don't like them. I don't like sweaters.
Final words from the
And
defense.
my final defense to that, just because you don't like something doesn't mean everyone else doesn't like them.
That's
And I'm not
fair.
saying everyone else, but many, many people do. I can point to at least one other person in this house right now that I believe does, if not, I think two, that would have some strong words against you, if you were to banish all Christmas sweaters.
Well, their opinion doesn't matter.
Right, I agree with that.
The only opinion that matters is mine as the judge as I go on a power trip. And this has been the most ridiculous thing ever. But it's been fun. And I don't know whether I want to be the judge every time now or if I don't ever want to do it again because of how this has gone.
We'll take turns.
That's, I think, how we should
The
do it.
burden doesn't need to fall on one shoulder.
So here's my thing on this ugly Christmas sweater.
It's become an ugly argument.
Yeah, jeez. It's like the most ridiculous thing ever. I've served on a jury duty that I thought was ridiculous, and this might take the cake. Literally, on jury duty, that was a fight over, this land's mine, no, this is my land. There's an alleyway in between. Anyway, so here's where I sit as the judge in my final decision. So drum roll, please, if you can. Okay, so this originated, to your first point, as a thing called an ugly Christmas sweater. The point is, oh, let's be fun and cute and wear these horrific, ugly Christmas sweaters that our grandmas might have made for us or our mom made to these parties and say, look how horrible we look. And then they started getting commercialized and it got bigger and it got bigger and it got bigger. To the point where I'm in Target on Black Friday and I hear my wife say, oh, that's cute. Oh, that's really pretty. And I'm thinking, when did ugly Christmas sweater become cute, pretty, you know? So I think if you want to have fun, do whatever. Not my thing. But at the end of the day, I have a red lightsaber and I would like to banish all Christmas sweaters. No. Sorry.
Banished.
You this is a mistrial, and both the judge and the prosecution touched me in terrible ways, and I demand a new judge.
Oh wow!
So this should be thrown out.
This is getting a little too meta. He firstly attacks me on my principles.
You said my grandma doesn't. What would you say? I hate grandma.
Yeah, I hate grandma's feelings.
So.
Oh,
obviously-
anything this controversial should probably be
Judgment
banned.
has been passed. Sweatshirts, holiday, Christmas, ugly sweaters have been banished.
Banished to
Probably from my
The
default
Phantom
dead
Realm.
fingers.
banished to the phantom realm of all things Christmas.
Is it Phantom Realm or Phantom Zone? Or
No,
It's-
that'll get us sued.
Phantom Zone's death. And
Yeah.
and
Phantom realm or
It's a shadow realm.
Banished.
Shadow.
Banished.
Banished.
Gone.
Banished.
It's gone.
The ghost of Christmas past.
Beware, I hunger.